What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my World of Tanks console end of year giveaway slash competition. The slash is in between the giveaway and the competition. I should know this by now, but we are riding on board with Dragon Assassin 98 here in the 5th placed video in the giveaway. And he's taking out the T28 Prototype, which is the Tier 8 American tank destroyer, which leads to the T110 E4 at Tier 10. And this tank is probably one of my most hated tanks in game, just because of how unbelievably slow it is. And Dragon Assassin is going to hit 22 kilometers an hour going downhill, but the top speed for this tank is a measly 20 kilometers per hour. And the front armor is decent, like the frontal armor is okay in the T28 Prototype. But anyone who has any shred of a brain is going to be able to cut through your armor no problem. And the fact that this is an open top vehicle makes you so attractive to artillery fire. Like, artillery will focus you to death. But Dragon Assassin is not scared whatsoever. He's pushing the middle line on Abbey up against 4 enemy artillery. So nothing scares this dude. And he's just going to aggressively push up with his medium tank and try and get some shots on the Chiri or the Hellcat or the FCM50T over on his right hand side. Now, he doesn't have a shot on the Chiri or the Ferdinand or the Hellcat, but as he pushes forward, he gets a shot into the FCM50T and has a nice roll of 440. Now, the good thing about the T28 is it's 120mm gun, which reloads every 8.72 seconds. That's what Dragon Assassin has got his reload down to, allowing him to take out the T34 88 no problem. And just like I said, artillery is now going to focus him because the T28 Prototype is a very attractive target. 2 artillery fired for him and both of them missed. Unfortunately, he is unable to secure the kill on the FCM50T at this point, and he can't get a shot into the AMX CDC behind him either. So the CDC gets taken out. The FCM50T is still alive behind him, but someone else is more than likely to deal with that guy. And Dragon Assassin gets hit by the S51 while traversing in the middle of the map. Now, he needs to get a move on quickly because the T28 is very slow indeed, like I've already mentioned. And he should be able to finish off the FCM50T, hopefully without taking any more damage from artillery. But he is in a very vulnerable position where he is. Artillery should have free reign on him where he is positioning himself. But admittedly, he does get lucky. Artillery doesn't necessarily focus on him. And he gets a lovely juicy rear shot into the FCM50T, securing his 2nd kill of the game and his 3rd hit of damage. Now, an ARL 44 is shooting at him from behind, but because of the way that he angled his turret towards the ARL, he bounced a shell, and now he's going to turn his attention to the ARL to get his next shot away. Calling for his team to defend the base as the enemy are pushing aggressively. It's 9-5 to the enemy team at this point. So he's very outnumbered. And the ARL didn't bother to push through and attack Dragon Assassin in the rear. So Dragon Assassin is going to push into the middle and finish off the ARL, helping out his medium tank and securing his 3rd kill of the game. Now, he will be spotted. You'll notice that Dragon Assassin does not have 6th Sense trained on his T28 Prototype, so he's unaware as to whether the enemy can see him or not. Artillery did fire for him again, but luckily it missed. So now Dragon Assassin is going to turn his attention to the Nashorn, which is in his cap circle, and he delivers a lovely 120mm shell through the side of the Nashorn, albeit for a low roll of 393. Should be able to finish him here though, but the A43 does the job for him, and then he gets a nice shell through the front of the IS. Now, he should be able to keep the IS at bay, shooting straight through the IS's lower glacis. Now, if the IS had any sort of brain, he would flank Dragon at this point, but he doesn't have the mobility to do so. Dragon unfortunately low rolls, but he should be able to finish off the IS. Now the IS has bounced off his frontal armor, and he does so indeed, taking him to his 4th kill and 9th hit of damage. So, his A43 is still alive, although he's going to YOLO the other enemy IS. The IS misses him, and the A43 unfortunately blocks Dragon's next shot. So he's unable to finish him off. But luckily, the A43 is able to handle himself and takes that guy out. Now, there's 3 enemy tanks on... Sorry, not 3 enemy tanks. There's 3 friendly tanks left on Dragon's team at this point. And there is 5 enemy tanks remaining. And now there is only him. The A43 got taken out by the artillery. And the friendly Cheery, I believe, got taken out by somebody else. So, at this point, it is 1 versus 5. If he can secure the game from this point, he will secure himself the Kolovanov's medal. The AMX-13 F3 pushes out and gets taken out by Dragon. Now he has to stay on the move. He's very much in an open area and is very vulnerable to enemy artillery fire. The S-51 is still alive and just misses him. Misses him? Yeah, dude. Misses him. 4 enemy tanks remaining. Now, Dragon is actually going to play very smart here. He's going to play to his tank's advantages. And being that the enemy tank, or the enemy tanks, have outnumbered him 4-1 at this point, he's going to bank on them coming to his base and trying to cap out. If he can position himself in a position where he can defend the cap circle successfully and also be able to avoid artillery fire, then he should be in for a good time. He's 1 kill away from the Top Gun medal, and he's up to his 10th hit of damage at this point. And as I'm sure we all are in these situations, we are always eager to secure the win, and we're always eager to do more damage. So Dragon is going to position himself here on this ridgeline, which is safe from artillery fire and also overwatches his base circle. So he's going to be able to defend his base and not take fire from artillery in return, causing the artillery to hopefully push forward and try to defeat him in a favourable situation where he can deal with them at close range. Now he's just going to stay patient here and wait for the enemies to come to him. Now it doesn't always go this way in these situations. Sometimes the enemy do turtle in their own base and make you come to them, which is a very wise plan. They have the numbers, and if they stick together, you're more likely to secure the win. But if they come at Dragon one by one, or even collectively at this point, being that the T28 has very decent armor and he's top tier, or very decent armor for its tier, and he's top tier, he should be in with a good chance to secure this. Now the M12 pushes forward, and Dragon successfully takes him out in 1 shot. He takes 1 hit from the Ferdinand, and he needs to take out the Ferdinand because the Ferdinand can cut straight through him, but he does indeed. The Cheery bounced every single shot off of Dragon, so he has to take out the Cheery next. Trying to get the track on the inner drive wheel, but unfortunately it just misses. But it rolls for 411. Now it is 1 versus 2. The enemy artillery is rushing him, but he has a good enough reload to finish him off. And that secures his Top Gun medal and his Radley Walters medal. Now, will he finish off the Cheery to secure the Kolovanov's medal and secure the win for his team and secure his 15th hit of damage? That's his 15th hit of damage. Unfortunately, doesn't roll high enough to kill the Cheery. The Cheery is completely clueless at this point, and Dragon YOLOs over the hill as fast as you can in a T28 prototype and finishes him off. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the post-game stats to see how he did. So, taking a look at the post-game stats, ladies and gentlemen, we can see that Dragon Assassin had a very decent game there on Abby, picking up the High Caliber medal, a first class mastery badge, Devastator medal, Kolobanov's medal, Pasucci's medal, Radley Walters medal, Top Gun medal, and Sniper medal. So a very, very commendable medal tally indeed. He racked up 4,712 damage from 16 penetrations, destroying 9 enemy tanks along the way, just shy of a Pools medal unfortunately, and he blocked 1,780 damage that game, proving that the T28's armor within its own tier, or the T28 Prototype, I should say, its armor within its own tier is very usable. As long as you point your front at the enemy and you don't get flanked, then you should be fine. For his efforts, he picked up 54,464,000 silver that game and 5,536 experience for his daily double. I believe that was a daily double. Yes, indeed it was. But if we take a look at the team statistics, we can see that he topped his team by an absolute mile. The closest person in terms of damage on his team was his friendly Chiri, and he bested the Chiri by about 3,600 damage that game. The closest person on the enemy team was the enemy Ferdinand, who he bested by about 2,500 damage. So a very, very nice game in what is one of the most worst tanks in the game, in my opinion. I just never did warm to the T28 Prototype. No matter how much I tried to like it, I didn't. So, Dragon Assassin, congratulations to you, my dude, for making a bad tank look good. And for your reward, you will receive a BTSV. So congratulations again, thank you for sending me the replay, and congratulations on finishing in 5th place. Ladies and gentlemen, the 4th placed video will be uploaded to my channel later, so be sure to check that one out as well. It will go up this evening, so be sure to check it out because that one is a good one as well. But until then, have a wicked day, evening, morning, wherever you are. You guys know the score. Peace out.